So guys, boom, top 25, 2025, ESPN's top 25 players graduating in the year 2025. Guys, so many players to take a look at. A lot of players that I feel like people don't really understand how good they are. Some players that I feel like deserve much more attention. The fact that Bryce James is nowhere on this list. The 2025 class is definitely a class that I feel like a lot of people need to tap into. And you watching this video, yes, I'm talking to you. Please go to TJ Maxx, go to Target, go get you a mattress pad. I promise you, your sleeping schedule gonna be a lot better. You're gonna start enjoying them sleeps. But you, yes, I'm talking to you. How do you guys actually feel about this top 25 new ESPN high school basketball rankings? What do you feel about Cameron Boozer as the #1 player, Bryce James not being on this list, players like Jerry Easter not being on this list, Damir Jones #7? Guys, anything about this list, just comment down below, guys. And let's get a great basketball conversation started. We're also so close to 20,000 subscribers, so if you're new to the channel, hit that red button. It literally is gonna take 2 seconds. The top 25 players in the 2025 high school class. Like I said, Cameron Boozer. If you guys don't know who Cameron Boozer, he is the son of NBA great, yes, I'm gonna give him his respect, NBA great Carlos Boozer. Trust me, I've seen Cameron Boozer play in person. I've seen Caden Boozer play in person, who's the 24th ranked player in the country. I've seen them both play in person, the Boozer twins. These guys are super legit. Guys, I'm telling you, arguably the most fundamentally sound players in this entire class. I mean, the way that they get to their spots, the way that they set their feet in certain positions, get over screens, literally the little things that you wouldn't expect players this young to even be able to do. These guys are definitely legit, I'm trying to tell you. So I'm honestly not mad that Cameron Boozer is #1. I think it's pretty respectable. But Koa Pete, I'm not gonna lie, down the line, honestly now too, I wouldn't even be mad if Koa Pete was the #1 player in this class. Super dominant on the floor. I believe he's also one of the youngest players in this class as well. Guys, I think it's pretty respectable that he's a top 2 player in the class, 5-star, and he's also from the state of Arizona. I don't know what they be doing out there in Arizona, but there's a lot of talent out there, and I'm definitely going to be tapping into a lot of players out there in Arizona. Koa Pete, he's definitely leading the state, definitely leading them in the right direction. Shout out to Koa Pete. Cooper Flagg. I don't know if you guys have heard of this man, Cooper Flagg, but this man is from the state of Maine. Literally, I didn't even know that they played basketball out there. Like, no disrespect. Shout out to Cooper Flagg. If you sit down and watch this man play, I'm telling you, he's also a player that is as fundamentally as it gets. He can shoot the ball being a much taller player, especially at that size, as aggressive as it gets. He takes his time. He can get to the basket. I think he's a great overall player that I'm honestly not surprised that he's a top 5 player. Darren Peterson as well as Darrell Harrington. 2 players that I'm telling you, please tap into. I know these guys are leading the entire class as being point guards and shooting guards. I generally feel like those are 2 players that definitely have a bright future in the sport. Damir Jones at #7. How do you personally feel about Damir being ranked as the 7th best player in the country? I've had a chance to see him in person as well. If you literally go anywhere on YouTube, go on Instagram, this man is literally be dunking on everybody and their mama. And it's crazy that I really thought this man Mikey Williams was as athletic as it gets being a player that young. But I feel like Damir Jones, like, this man literally is taking it to a whole nother level. He literally be catching bodies out there. It's honestly crazy. So shout out to Damir Jones. Shout out to him from Florida. He's definitely putting on for the state of Florida. Tremendous upside. And I'm telling you, has a lot of great potential to be a great player in the country. Jeremiah Green, I'm telling you, if I see a player that's from Texas, I'm gonna give him his shout out. And he's from Denton, Texas. If you guys don't know, I went to the University of North Texas, located in Denton, Texas. And as you guys can see, he does attend Denton Guyer High School. I'm telling you, I've had a chance to also see him play. This guy is definitely legit, tremendous point guard. He's even said that he would compare his game to a player like a John Morant, Bradley Beal. If you guys don't know who this man Jeremiah Green is, please tap in. I'm telling you guys, I genuinely thought that Trey McKinney was honestly going to be a lot higher. I don't know, if you really just take a look at this man's game, he's honestly one of the most dominant players, just being the size that he is. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I watch every single game of Trey McKinney, but from what I've seen, he's got to be at least top 10. I generally don't understand how he's number 19. Alir Malouk, tremendous upside. We already talked about Caden Boozer, but like I said, Bryce James is nowhere on this list. How do you guys actually feel about Bryce James just not being nowhere near the top 25? I've said it in the past and I'll say it again. We kind of have to look at him in a different microscope, and the fact that I believe he's probably one of the only players that is not on this list or even on the list in that class that did not play varsity basketball this past year. I mean, I don't know how you can expect ESPN to rank Bryce James. I get he's LeBron's son. I get he's Bronny James' brother. But it's like he didn't play varsity, so you kind of have to be realistic. I just can't judge a player of how good exactly he is if he's not playing against the same competition as all these other players on this list. So that's just me being honest. I'm not saying that he's not a great player. I see the potential in a player like Bryce James. Even LeBron said he's the best shooter. But like I said, you have to be realistic, and the fact that he did play JV, I mean, you just got to be honest. But next year, whenever he does play on varsity, potentially if he does make the varsity team, which I'm sure he will, we're going to get a better understanding of how exactly good of a player that he is going to be in the future. And who knows, his ranking may go up, it may go down, but which only time will tell. I want to know how you personally feel about Bryce not being on this list. And lastly, I do want to say, where the heck is Jerry Easter on this list? I don't see Jerry Easter anywhere on this list. I'm honestly confused on exactly how he's nowhere on this list. He's a player that I honestly thought was going to be a top 5 player once the ESPN actually released these rankings. I mean, like, literally look at the highlights that's playing on his screen. How can you not put this man as a top 10 player at least? He's had multiple 40-point games. But guys, I don't know how he's not on this list. But like I said, you watching this video, I want to know your opinions on this entire 25 high school class. How do you guys feel about Cameron Boozer remaining as a #1 player? How do you guys feel about the first look of this entire class? Cameron Boozer #1, Bryce is not on here, Trey McKinney number 19, Damir Jones number 7. Guys, any other player that you guys feel like deserves some more respect, just comment down below, guys. Let's get a great basketball conversation started. If you guys have made it to the end, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Made family. We're so close to 20,000 subscribers. Drop a like, guys. It helps the channel out in so many ways. Join the Discord down below. Follow me on Instagram, do all that fun stuff. Yeah, with all that being said, guys, thank you for watching. It's been another episode of Juice Made TV. Peace.